This is a basic Gimp tutorial for professors and teachers who want to change and modify public domain or free use materials for their classrooms. Make sure you're using Gimp 2.8. If not, stop and get it. There's going to be differences between this tutorial and what you can do with your older version of Gimp. Also, I'm using Gimp 2.8 on the Mac, but that should make very little difference, if at all, as to what you do with the version that works on the PC. This image is from bartleby.com, Gray's Anatomy at this web address. First, right mouse click on the file for a menu and then choose Gimp with either the left or right mouse button. I'm closing the folder to eliminate screen clutter. I'm changing the image mode to red, green, blue so that I can do more things to the image for this tutorial. Gimp works in layers. This is the background layer with the image of the brain. We're going to add a temporary layer, and you'll see the advantage of using layers. It's like a clear plastic sheet that you can write on without changing your original image. And we're going to name this temp layer. Not very original. And now you see this is the new layer you're working on. Two important tools are the pencil tool and the paintbrush tool. We're going to use the pencil tool with its current settings, and what we'll do is we'll left mouse click, and then left mouse click and drag. We've been drawing with the foreground color, so we're going to flip the background color to the foreground color and draw with that. Now we'll change the pencil brush size from 8 to 20. Left mouse click in the window and use the keyboard backspace or delete to get rid of the current value. Key in 20. Now we change the foreground color. And again. Okay, now we're going to change from the pencil to the paintbrush tool, and we're going to left mouse pick the soft edge brush. You can see how it makes the edge softer. And we're going to go and enlarge it so you can see the brush better. And we're going to even make the brush softer. That's enough of that. This is why we like to use layers. We're going to bin this layer with all the doodles on it. And now we're going to make a new layer to put our work on. New layer, and we're going to call this work. And hit the return key on the keyboard. The new work layer and the original image layer. Now we change to the pencil tool and flip the color to white and change the brush to hard edge. The size looks about right, so we'll draw over the labels. Okay, now we're done with the labels, and we're going to turn off the visibility of the work layer, and you can see the labels are still there. And now we turn off the background layer, and you can see the white pencil drawing. And we're going to make these changes permanent by merging the work layer into the background layer. Using the merge down command, and now you see we have a single layer and the changes are permanent to this image in Gimp. Now we work on the labels inside of the shading. We couldn't use the pencil or paintbrush on these because the pattern shade. First drag the window larger. Zoom to 200%. Change to the clone tool. Hold down the Control key in Windows or the Command key on the Mac on the keyboard, and at the same time left mouse click to select the spot where we'll be cloning from. Release the key and the mouse, and now you've selected the point you'll be copying from. Now press and hold the left mouse button and drag in a different spot, and you can see both the point being copied from and the point being copied to. This is how the clone tool works. And now to get rid of this demo stuff that we won't be using, go to Edit and use the Undo Clone selection from the menu to get rid of this, an important part of the program, the undo. We'll shrink the brush a bit. And pick a softer edged brush. And go to the point you want to copy from. Hold down the Control key in Windows or the Command key in Mac while left mouse clicking. Release the key and the mouse. And now go to the label and copy the pattern you've selected over it. Hold down the left mouse key and drag. Up close like this you can see that it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. You can see how the copy point and the paste point move together. In Gimp 2.8, saving out always saves into the Gimp XCF proprietary format. If you want to save to JPEG or PNG, you export to those formats. And keying the file suffix on the end will select which type. just a few things you can do with Gimp out of the many things you can do with Gimp to prepare materials for your class.